Thank you for joining me today on GBS TV Home Shopping. And today, we're taking a whole new turn as home shopping is becoming bigger and better. Now, let's talk sense. Let's talk about your future and that of your family. We all look forward to having and raising a wonderful family. And that's precisely what we'll be looking at. The future of your kids. This is for all the parents out there. Now, GBS TV Home Shopping in partnership with Pan Africa Life Assurance brings to you a product that will enable you secure the dream of you and your kids without much hassle. It's been made simple for you. It's the Pan Africa Flexi Academic Plus policy. I'm your host, Ken Juguna, and with me is
Irene Rohio.
And will tell us more about the Flexi Academic Plus policy. Now, first things first, Irene, why should a person take up an insurance policy instead of just saving the money in the bank?
Okay, bank is simply a custodian of your money, while insurance gives you protection in case of death or disability. That means you're giving you a life cover.
So what is the Flexi Academic Plus policy, Irene?
Okay, well, Flexi Academic Plus policy is an insurance product designed by Pan African Life to enable parents save for their children's education. It's also tailor-made to suit each and every parent's needs, depending on the age of the child and the level at which the parent intends to take the policy for.
Oh, okay, so why should one take up this policy with Pan Africa Life Assurance? Okay,
first and foremost, Pan Africa Life is well established. We have been in the market for more than 65 years. Okay. We are affiliated to Sanlam. Sanlam is the second largest financial service group in Africa. We also offer benefits in terms of waiver of premiums on death and disability, and also bonuses.
So that's the benefit you're getting with this policy?
Yes.
Talk about the bonuses that one gets to have with such a policy.
What happens is, as Pan Africa, we declare profits every year. So depending on the profits we declare as a company, we give back to our customers part of the benefit or the benefits. That is what we call bonuses.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Yes. Another big question, Irene, who can take up this policy and at what point?
Any person who earns an income can take a policy. Okay. And at what point depends on what the parent intends to take the policy for. The parents would prefer taking the policy for primary education, for secondary education, or for university.
Now, the Flexi Academic Plus policy is also economically friendly, I understand, in terms of affordability, depending on your income as well. So how much does it cost?
Okay, we all know education is very expensive. So one, it depends on the parent's income. Okay. Two, it depends on the level of education the parent intends to take their child to. Okay. That also depends on the different schools. Their parents would prefer national schools, their parents would prefer provincial schools, and that all depends on the fee structure at that particular time. Okay. Yes, but let's put it at a minimum of 3,000 shillings, Kenya shillings, one can take up a policy.
Wow, for as little as 3,000 Kenya shillings, you can take up this policy. Yeah. Another important detail, and don't freak out, what happens to the policy if the policyholder passes on or becomes disabled before the policy matures? What will happen?
Okay. What happens is we have a benefit we call waiver of premium. That means in case of a demise of a policyholder, Pan Africa will continue paying the premiums until maturity. Okay. And the benefits are given to the beneficiary. So that gives you peace of mind. Okay. And also ensures that your child has a good education.
Okay, so it's guaranteed as well.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, moving on, a person may ask, what happens to the policy if my child passes on, and God forbid?
There are three things you can do as a policyholder. You can either keep quiet and wait until the policy matures and the benefits given to you. Two, you can decide to substitute another child. Three, you can decide to convert the policy into an investment.
Okay, so all those options are available?
They are all available.
Oh, okay. Yes. Now, imagine being able to secure the dreams of you and your kids, the education without stress in the long run. That really makes sense, doesn't it? All these thanks to Pan Africa Life Assurance, as they have a sense for life. So all you have to do is call the numbers on your screen, and we'll take it from there and guide you through on how to own one and take up the Flexi Academic Plus policy and make those dreams of you and your kid come true. Now we take a look at other details about this policy. Now, what happens if I supposedly lose my job?
The policyholder needs to inform the company, either through in writing or visit our nearest branches. Okay. What happens is if the policy has been running consistently for a period of 3 years, we usually give back to our customers what we call a surrender value.
Okay.
A person can decide, the policyholder can decide to go back to the company, that is Pan-Africa Life, to request us to hold the policy until when they are able to secure a job.
Oh, okay.
Then that's when we are going to now continue the policy, what we normally call a reinstatement.
Wow. So how prompt are benefits paid?
Okay, we usually inform our customers 3 months before maturity date on their claims, and within 48 hours we pay out the claims. Okay,
a person may be asking, how sure am I that Pan-Africa Life is stable? So what will you say? Okay, as I said earlier on, Pan-Africa has been in service since the year 1946. Wow. We are also listed in Nairobi Securities in the year 1963. Okay. Our asset currently stands at 14 billion Kenya shillings. Wow, that's huge. 14 billion Kenya shillings. Yes. Okay, now if I want to take up my policy, how do I go about this? I believe it's quite simple. It is very simple. What you need to do is visit any of our branches. You'll be able to get in touch with our financial advisors, and they'll be able to assist you on form filling of the policy. Oh, okay. And of course, what do I require when filling out the forms? All you need is just a copy of ID. So Pan-Africa Life Assurance has been around for quite some time now. Yes. And of course, there are many successes as well. Congratulations. Thank you. So we sampled some of the success stories from Pan-Africa Life Assurance. Take a look at this.
You've been a customer with the Pan-Africa Insurance for some time now. What has been your experience with them?
I will say my experience has been very, very rewarding. And I will share with you my experience when my policy matured. I actually went to the offices and filled the necessary forms. And within 2 hours, to my surprise, I think they had sent the money to my phone. And I didn't have to wait for long because their systems are wonderful, because they are able to tell when a client's policy has matured. So I didn't have to wait for long hours to get my payments done. Yes.
So I've actually been with Pan-Africa for over 10 years. And initially, I was a bit skeptical about the insurance industry. However, my experience with Pan-Africa Life has been very fulfilling, because I knew that even during that period, if anything happened to me, what my children would have been taken care of. You see, should I have died during that period, I know that at least the policy would have gotten until maturity, and they would have paid out the amount that was required at the time of maturity, and I know that my children would have been paid for their school fees.
And for other people out there who haven't taken the insurance policy, what would you advise them?
I will especially talk to the young people, because education is becoming very expensive, and a cover under education will be of good for them in the future. So they can take up the education cover, which can be of good in the future.
I would actually tell them to join us at Pan-Africa Life. Take a policy with Pan-Africa Life Assurance people. They always keep their promises. They will not let you down. I have experienced it.
Well said. We're looking at the Flexi Academic Plus policy that helps you plan for your child's education. So Irene, in summary, can you tell us what is in for this particular policy? First benefit that a parent has is the fact that it helps the parent plan for their child's education. Second of all, the Flexi Academic policy is very flexible in terms of payment. A parent can decide either to pay monthly, quarterly, half year, or yearly. Okay, so and of course peace of mind is guaranteed as well? Yes, and of course the parent has peace of mind knowing very well that their child's education is secured, whether or not they're there. Talk about the flexibility of this policy as well. Anyone who has an income can take up a policy. Okay. The parent can also decide to pay either monthly, quarterly, yearly, or half yearly. It has been GBS TV Home Shopping, and we are looking at the Flexi Academic Plus policy from Pan-Africa Life Assurance that enables you to secure and save up for your child's education. And yes, that makes sense big time. Start now and get the Flexi Academic Plus policy from Pan-Africa Life Assurance. Call or text the numbers on your screen, and we will guide you on how to go about it. Make that important decision right now. You can as well visit our website, that is www.gbstvhomeshopping.com. Flexi Academic Plus from Pan-Africa Life. Yes, you had it. I've been your host, Ken Jiguna, and with me was... Irene Rohio. Yes, from Pan-Africa Life Assurance. And once again, see you next time.